My journey to get all of the AC Platinum trophies on the PS5 continues. Following Assassin's Creed 2, we keep following Ezio's story in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. And if you haven't already, you should definitely check out my last video to catch up. But there is one problem. As of October 2022, Ubisoft shut down their servers, making this platinum impossible to get. But we're in luck, you good-looking goofy goobers, because Ubisoft decided to bless us with the Ezio collection on the PS4. With a new list of trophies and new hot facial hair graphics, we can not only get this platinum, but we also don't have to do the dumbass multiplayer trophies. We have 51 trophies in total to go through, where some made me question my sanity. This game is without a doubt one of the most loved in the franchise, and as a certified Ezio fanboy myself, it's easy to see why this game gets the amount of attention that it does. But by no means is this a perfect game, and some of the collectibles are buggy, which in our case sucks hella booty. But hey, as far as the story goes, it's pretty good. The story is also where I got my first couple of trophies. So Desmond's gang of bandits basically try to skip to the end of the game by jumping straight to sequence 9.
Oh jävlar!
We do get our first trophy, technical difficulties here, but the AC gods or whatever basically tells Desmond to f*** off and play the game just like everybody else. Cause damn it Desmond, you're not gonna get special treatment. We get sent back to moments before the ending of the first game as Ezio and Mario runs away from Rome with the Apple of Eden. Now if you liked Mario in the first game, then too f***ing bad, because just moments later, the son of the old Borgia man pulls up to Monteregioni and murks Mario right there.
Nej. Inte Mario!
Ezio also gets shot but just barely manages to get away, which ended sequence 1 and gave me my second trophy. Also, quick side note, the girl next to the Borgia kid, whose name by the way is Cesare, is actually his sister. What the fuck? Without saying too much, for obvious reasons, I'm just gonna say that I could think of a franchise where they would fit right in. Actually, I could probably think about 2 or 3 of those guys. Since the gang is on the run after being exposed in the first game, they decide to seek shelter in the basement of the old Auditore villa. Setting up the base here and once again re-entering the Animus gave me another trophy. I kept following the story, and what's basically going on here is that Cesare and his Templar family is running wild in Rome. Now Ezio and Machiavelli, one of the high-ranking assassins from the first game, doesn't want to take Cesare's shit, so they decide to plot against him. The problem is that the Roman Brotherhood is whack. We have no assassins, no allies, and worst of all, Ezio is broke as f***.
But what the hell, boy?
There's a lot to do to say the least, but first, during sequence 2, we come across one of these Romulus layers where human history's first furries came to life, and they never went away. But that's cool, live your life. The reason why I'm bringing it up is because of 2 things. We get trophies by completing each one, but also by collecting all of these we'll get access to the Romulus armor set. And you guys know how important drip is to me, so I'll be returning to these guys later. At this point I completed sequence 2, giving me the trophy Rome in Ruins.
Rome in Ruins.
And it was here that I realized that there were 2 missable trophies in this game. Both Mailer Demon and Dust to Dust become impossible to get after reaching sequence 8. Now this is because they both require us to explore the hideout outside of the Animus. And so if I don't do this before then, I'll have to restart the game. So I stepped out and opened Desmond's mail, giving me the first one. And for the trophy Dust to Dust, I had to find any artifact around the area. I ended up finding the feather box on the roof. And on that note, I could move on with the game without worrying. Now as we enter sequence 3, Ezio realizes that the Brotherhood is gonna need some allies. The faction system from Assassin's Creed 2 makes a comeback here as we try to become friends with the leaders of the Roman factions. But plot twist, we're already friends with all of them, since they all just kinda teleported here from the first game. Volpe still runs the Thieves Guild, Claudia takes over the courtesans, and most importantly my brother the goat Bartolomeo is in charge of the mercenaries.
Come in!
Det är Bartolomeo!
I'll kill you if you don't.
Bartolomeo.
Now as I met Bartolomeo, I also found an underground fight club in his basement. So I of course signed up as one of the fighters. Now to get the trophy the gloves come off, I had to win the highest bet. This means that I had to win all of the fights and then win the final in under 40 seconds while also putting in the max bet. Now I wish I could tell you that I did this with ease.
Nej! Oh my god!
I am not bad. My level of gaming is just far too advanced for such an old game, you know?
Kom igen, kom igen, kom igen, kom igen. Oh, yes! Yeah boy, the gloves come off.
With my flawless fighting career done, I could go back to the story. I finished up sequence 3, which gave me the trophy Fixer Upper. I also tried to get full synchronization for all of the missions here, which gave me the trophy Perfect Recall at the same time. Now you get full sync in a mission by completing a specific side challenge. Some are easier and just require you to do stuff in a particular way.
Let's go boys. Oh shit! Shit, okay.
But Jesus Christ man, some of these are f***ing insane and force us to avoid damage on missions where it's damn near impossible not to get hit.
Hello, how are you?
Nej, fuck!
For the trophy Il Principe, I have to get 100% sync for the entire game, meaning that I'll need to complete all of these challenges not only in the story missions, but in every mission type in the whole ass game, including the DLC. So don't worry, we'll be returning to this bad boy later. For now though, as I was playing through sequence 4, Ezio starts to recruit new assassins by rescuing citizens in need. Now these guys are like Ezio's personal assistants and they basically do whatever we tell them to do.
Oh! What? Det där var ju sjukt! Och så drar den.
To get the trophy Brotherhood, I only had to recruit 3 new assassins.
Coolt. Oh, Brotherhood.
It was also here that I got introduced to the war machines. We meet up with Da Vinci, who apparently, just like everybody else, teleported to Rome. He tells us that the Borgia family has been forcing him to create insane war machines. Like, I'm literally talking about prehistoric fucking machine guns and tanks. And he asks us to destroy them for the greater good. So after Ezio is done with a mandatory joyride, we get trophies by destroying each one, the first one being the machine gun.
What? Damn!
That being said, I decided to grind out some more of the story.
Yeah.
Until I reached sequence 8 where some real shit started going down. By this point, we've unalived a lot of the Borgia allies, and we're now looking to take back the Apple of Eden that Cesare took when he murked Mario. Now the situation is getting kinda hectic in the Borgia household since Cesare's sister and father has taken away his big boy toys, aka the Apple. So he rages, kills his father and threatens his sister until she reveals the location. Now Ezio, the sneaky boy that he is, listens to this conversation and says, "Alright, race me bitch." So he takes the apple and defeats Cesare, like 2 times. Once with the power of friendship. And once a couple of years later just because, well seriously, who doesn't wanna throw this guy to certain death? Anyway, we lock up the apple under the Colosseum and that marks the ending of sequence 8 and 9. So the gang in the modern timeline now packs their bags to go get the apple themselves. And as they finally get their hands on it, the AC God people says eeny meeny miny mo, Lucy, you're gonna die because fuck you.
Oh my
It is
god.
done.
What?
And that gave me the last story trophy, after sitting through like 15 minutes of credits, which honestly made me cry a little. Even though the story was done, we're far from done with the trophies. Now I did get a couple of random ones during the last few missions, like Airstrike, where I got my assassin recruits to shoot down 10 guards at the same time.
Aj. Åh jävlar.
And Easy Come Easy Go, where I paid one of the orators to shut up and then stole back my own money.
Oh, easy come, easy go.
Now I wanted that Romulus drip badly, so I went for the shrines next. These are very similar to the assassin tombs from the first game, and gives us keys after completing a parkour challenge. So I blasted through all of these and got my armor. Oh yeah. Before I started to clean up the collectibles, I still had to help out my boy Leo with his war machines. I already took care of the machine gun, but there are still 3 more to destroy. After we traumatize some Borgia soldiers, of course.
Mission failed.
I got 1 trophy for every machine I destroyed. So I got 1 for the tank, 1 for the naval cannon, 1 for the bomber, and 1 for your mom. But that one glitched out for some reason. Anyway, I started the collectible cleanup with the remaining Borgia towers. These are small outposts with towers that we need to blow up. By taking these down, we get the trophy Tower Offense. And we also unlock more slots to recruit new assassins. Speaking of, I get a trophy by fully leveling up one of these bad boys and promoting them to the rank of assassin. And also one more thing about the towers. By liberating the area, we can now renovate shops and buildings nearby. By renovating 5 shops in the Antico area, I got the trophy Home Improvement. Alright, if there's anything I remember from the first game, then it would be my trauma from the feather grind. Now in this game, there are only 10 feathers to collect in total, making it a very easy trophy to pick up. However, do not celebrate yet, my child, for the collectibles to come shall stain my happiness permanently. But before that, I wanted to get the random trophies first. And also, if you're still watching, then I just wanna say thank you so much. The support on my last video has been crazy, and I just recently got over 100 subscribers, which is cool as f***. Please do subscribe if you haven't already, it really does help me out. Anyway, random trophies. Now, when I say random trophies, I'm talking about the ones that require us to do weird stuff. Let's start off with Grand Theft Dressage. To get this, I had to steal 5 horses without touching the ground. I don't know if I'm just dog shit or Ubisoft was playing a prank on us with these controls, but I spent way too long on this one. For the trophy Spring Cleaning, I had to find a broom and kill a guard with it.
Boom!
But for some reason, brooms are almost as likely to appear as your dad after going out to buy some milk.
You tripping, bruh.
There are lifts placed all around the city that launch us up to the roofs, which speeds up the parkour. To get the trophy going up, I had to make a guard chase me and squish him with the bag that drops behind me. But by far the most fun trophy is Strong Arm, which you get if you attack guards by throwing weapons at them from a long distance. Watching Ezio tunnel his inner power and launch a fucking longsword in orbit is just mwah, chef's kiss. Now would you believe me if I told you that I, the greatest gamer of all time and space, could get 3 trophies at the same time? Kinda. So I reloaded memory 2 in sequence 8, which gave me the trophy Deja Vu for replaying a memory. In this mission we can get to the top of Castel Sant'Angelo, where we get a trophy by parachuting off. And instead of landing like a normal peasant, I went for a double assassination, and that popped the trophy Special Delivery, giving me 3 trophies in 1 memory.
Wow, man.
I also decided to become a gambler to get the trophy High Roller, so I had to win 10k florins, and the game we're playing is Hazard. This is a strategy game where you max bet. Oh. This is a strategy game where you bet on what the die is gonna roll, and you can also put in a mid-round bet for a higher outcome. Winning 2 times was enough to pop the trophy.
Oh, High Roller!
Then I did some guild challenges to get the trophy Show Off.
Show off!
And finally, after throwing my entire life savings down a well, I went after the last collectibles. I was thinking that I should get the Borgia flags done first, since I already knew that these were gonna be annoying. First of all, there are like 1 million of these, but also some are hidden in specific memories, meaning that I had to replay these to get them. Anyway, after a tedious ass grind, I got them all, but I still cry myself to sleep sometimes. The next trophy I went for was Clowning Around, where I had to beat up 5 Harley Quinn dudes around the map. Now these guys are so buggy that they're actually more likely not to spawn at all. The fix for this is to just kill civilians in the area and they'll spawn eventually.
Jesus.
I don't know why this works, it just does.
Yeah, Clowning Around.
The final collectible I had to go for were the glyph puzzles. Just like the last game, our Matrix homie Subject 16 has made some puzzles for us to solve. The difference was that these were a lot harder than the old ones. Or at least for me, but as you know, my brain was donated from an anteater. And I also got to play chess.
Yeah, boy.
As I was getting closer to the platinum, I only had to do some training challenges before I was down to the final 3. The ones that were left were in some way connected to getting the 100%, which is exactly what I would have to do to achieve the trophy Il Principe. I started off with the Leonardo DLC, where Leo gets kidnapped by whoever these guys are, and we try to find him with the help of his apprentice, Salai, who by the way gets the award for most tragic hairstyle in history. In fact, if I could, I would erase this guy's head from the universe. Completing the DLC gave me the trophy GPS, but getting the full sync here was a lot harder than I expected. I had to avoid all damage in a memory where we have to fight a crowd of enemies.
Oh my god. Fucking hell!
But by getting a completely clean run with Ezio's combo kill streak, I could avoid all damage and get the trophy Serial Killer for reaching a kill streak of 10 enemies.
Kom igen! Och jag fick Serial Killer!
The only thing between me and the platinum now was grinding out the 100% for all memories. And honestly, for the most part, this was pretty easy. But there was one mission that still makes me piss myself a little just thinking about. The mission I'm talking about is of course the tank war machine memory. The requirement for full sync is to not take any damage. But this is a f***ing tank mission. It's literally about getting attacked by cannons and other tanks.
Yeah!
And what's worse is that when you do get hit, you have to replay the entire beginning sequence of this memory to even enter the tank, making it by far the most frustrating mission in the entire game. I had to put every last one of my remaining brain cells together for this one, and then finally...
You are crippling Caesar's army!
Jag tror jag har den. Var det allt? Var det allt? Okej. Bye bye. Oh, Il Principe, jag fick trofén. Och det betyder också... Yes! Julius Caesar, jag fick den.
So that was the AC Brotherhood Platinum. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to see Ezio get old.
Yo voy a cantar esta canción para mi gente. Con una pasión tan fuerte.